Hey guys, you're watching Simon and Ernie. My name is AJ, and today we're going very British. And I'm allowed to do that because I am British. Today we're going to be building a tea bus thing. Somewhere where the British people, the British tourists of our, of our theme park can go and get a nice cup of tea. And I think right there is a good spot for it, potentially. That looks like there's going to be enough room for it, I think. And I thought, what would be better than a British tea hut than if we built it in the shape of a London bus? So we're going to try and build a London bus today. I reckon we can do it. I reckon we can get something. So, red wool. Oops, I didn't want to cancel. I was just going to check red wool or red stained clay. Red stained clay. Yeah, let's go with the stained clay. So, wheels first. We want to try and get a decent sized bus, because obviously if it's going to be a restaurant, then we want to be able to fit everybody in it. So if we do the wheel sort of that size, and then we bring it out the front here. This is where the front would be. I don't know how wide we want to do it. I don't want to do it like insanely big, because at the end of the day, it's only a tea hut. So we either do it on on this one here, like that, and bring the red down there. It's a little thin, but it is only meant to be a tea hut. As long as we've got enough room to walk down, and there's like some chairs in there, then I'm good with that. But I do think one more block would look better. Just one more block. Okay, so let's take that out, place that there, and that there. Take these away again. And the red comes out here instead. I think that's just a little bit more healthier width of a bus. And then we want to go, let's get a splash potion. Splash me! And come down here. How far do we want it to go back? As I say, I don't want this to be obtrusively big. Do you know what I mean? Because we've got food restaurants about the place. I mean, we've got the little McDonald's fry one just there. And none of our food places are that big. The burger one, I think, at the entrance to our theme park is probably the biggest one we have so far, the hot dog being a close second. But this is going to overtake them all. This is going to be probably the biggest of them all. Because you've got to remember, a London bus. You've got to say it in a British accent. Or a London accent. London. It's 2 stories tall, so bear that in mind as well. It's gonna be quite a tall little bus. Okay, so I'll place down a quick floor here. Whoops, analog stick went funny. And then I also want. Do we use grey or quartz? Quartz could look nice. Just as, mind you, we could probably get away with using full blocks, you know, as the bumper, because it's so big. I reckon this would look a lot nicer. We could even mix in some stairs as well. Like this, just to add a little bit of detail to the giant London bus. If I can place it in the right place. It's because I'm walking, that's why. I like to fly, but on the ground. Because if you walk, you get the bobbing, don't you? So let's go with something like that. I think that looks pretty nice. Don't you? It's just a little bit of detail with the stairs. Come down this side. Oh, have I got day-night cycle on? I must have. Like this. And one there. Okay, well, I shall sleep when I can. In fact, I might be able to sleep now. Let's have a look. Yeah, I can. Okay, we'll make it daytime again, and then we'll lock it back on day. Why did I do that? Oh, I think it was last episode, wasn't it? When we checked out the Ferris wheel at night. Okay. So let's relock this on today. Now, London bus. I've been to London before. I don't live in London, but I have been a couple of times, and I never went on a London bus. Can you believe it? Nope, never really went on it. I'm not a huge fan of public transport. I mean, I drive, and I like driving, so I try not to take public transport when I don't have to. I try not to take it as little as possible. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't, does it? I try not to take it. I just try not to take it. That's the easiest way to explain it. I don't really like it all that much. I think that's one block too high. I think if we put the lights down here, whoops, put that on top, maybe even, what about a lighter orange if we use the clay orange as some indicators? I like that. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? We could make these light up by putting glowstone or redstone lamps in them, but I don't think so. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think so. Okay, so this goes on top. The grey part there is like a grill. What I might do as well is put some grey wool there and there because they are sort of a funky shaped grill. Yeah, I sort of like that. Might need a little bit of a touch up on the front, I suppose, in a couple of places. Let's get a number plate on it. Nice 2 wide number plate. It's not very big, is it, when you think about it? Okay, I like that though. That works, sort of works out okay. We might... I don't like it yet. It's not quite the right shape, is it? You guys know it as well. Like, I can hear you. I can hear you saying, that doesn't quite look right, AJ. What if we do that? Does that look better? I think that looks better. Yeah. And then if we get some ladders to go over the front of the grill, like that. Yeah, I like that. Now, glass goes on top. I'm going to use glass panes because I think they look a little bit neater. So they come around like this. And on this London bus, we're going to put the door just behind the front wheel here. Just because I think that's going to make it look a little bit nicer. Nice small door, because obviously it's going to be a Minecraft size door is going in there. But the rest of the bus is going to be like really, really big. So that'd be cool. And then we want that there. These come down here. I'm going to do one more. And then we'll close off. That's sort of the windscreen of the place. And how many blocks high do we want this? I'll tell you what, if we start on the front, it might be easier to work out. So there's 2 blocks high. This would be 3 blocks high. And I think that's the height that would look good. Come on, place it. Got it. Nailed it. Yeah. I think that's a good height. So then we'll come down here. Like this. Around that one. Oh no! Oh no! There and there. Yeah. That's looking okay. Just finish off the windscreen here. And the same on this side. Now, can we use glass panes as little window mirrors? Reverse mirrors, if you know what I mean. Like one there. And one there. Do you know what I mean? They look like the sort of the mirrors that you can see behind you with. I like that. It's looking good. It's looking good for the size that we're doing it. There's not much more detail that we can put into it. I am wondering, I keep looking at the front and for some reason, do buttons look decent? They do. That actually instantly grew on me. I kept thinking, that might look good with buttons there. That might look good. And I think it does. I think it looks okay. Okay, in the middle here, this is where the bus is going. That's always what's written on the front, or not. It's not written on the front, but it's got like a digital display saying, I don't know, Piccadilly Circus or Oxford Street or I don't know, other London locations like that. And then on top of that is going to be the next story. And I think again, well, 2 stories might be enough for this top one. 3 might be a little bit too much. I don't know. Let's place that down. Let's line it up as well with the floor below. I think that'll look better. 1 there and 1 there. That one goes there. That one goes there. 2 blocks on the front, on the top. Let's get the red on top. We'll be able to tell a little bit easier then. It doesn't matter. We could always put 3 if we want to, but I think 2 would look better overall. Yeah. It's so wacky looking, isn't it? It really is. It's incredibly tall for its width, but I don't want it any wider. We could build it wider. We could build a giant bus if we wanted to, but the only other option I can think is to take the black out, like this, and replace this bottom one with red. Because I think that's what the problem was. Oops. Go away. Yeah. See, that does look better. Like that. Does it? It does look better. I don't like having the black in the middle. I definitely prefer it without the black. But I'm wondering, it doesn't quite look right, and it might just be because of Minecraft itself, the block dimensions that we have available to us. It's tough. I don't know if I like 3 high or 2 high. Obviously 3 high matches the floor below it, but 2 high I seem to prefer. I think we're going to go with that. I think that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so from here, well, how do we want this floor to be? Because if we have the floor on this level, you can't see out of the windows. But if we have the floor a block up, we'll have to raise the door up by a block, and then have the floor down here, which we can do. We can always use any wood. I think oak would probably look the nicest for a nice floor in here. Like this. Let's just go to the door, so we get a good idea on what it's going to look like. Yeah, that looked nice on the inside. Okay, so we're going to go with that, which means this block has to come all the way down, and so does one on top of it. Same on this side. Splash me, make me faster. And the back. How are we going to do the back? Not quite sure yet. That was a funny noise, wasn't it? Probably deafened you guys down the mic. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deafen you. Like that. Obviously, we want some windows down the side here. This is where we'll have the staircase, I think, going up to the second floor. So then we'll have a window there. One big window or 2 windows. Well, I probably don't want the windows going all the way to the back there. But then they're not even. So if we done that, that would make it even. That looks nice. That looks very cute. I'm going to go with that. Okay, and then along here, we do another 2 windows. Window there and there. Whoops. Hello, funky placed block. And we've just filled that in. Wonderful. So that's where the other 2 windows go. Gonna have to have some sort of way to get up into this. Any staircase would really do, I think. You know what? I've never really looked at the back of a bus before. I expect that there's a window on the back here. However, I am not 100% sure. On the back there, like that. Seems about right to me. If we get red wool, could we make very large brake lights? I think we can. Yeah. That works. That works out really well. What if we then also put in item frames on the red wool with red wool in it? Yeah, I like that. That really stands out well. Okay, a couple of signs for the little bubby number plate. It's not actually that off scale, is it? I don't think. What else would you have on the back of a bus? I mean, you have like signs saying wait, children, or I don't know, you have big posters on the back saying don't smoke. In fact, do they have them? They probably just have a big poster on the back. I'm going to keep a window in there. It's a restaurant. You want to have some nice big windows. There isn't really much else that we can do on the back there, is there? Suppose we could have this end one an indicator, like we had on the front. That could potentially look okay. Like that. And then if we put another one of those down. Yeah, I like that. Like that. What do you like better, the red or the orange? I think I like the red better, you know. What if we have the indicator... Oh, wrong one. No, it's the right one. The indicator just on the edge there. Yeah, that looks nice. I'll go with that. And then I think we should probably have an indicator on the side here as well. So let's go with that. And... oh god, what block was that on? The one just behind the wheel, which is this one here. That might be covered up by the staircase later on, but at least we're legal. At least we've got road indicators on our bus. How we're going to do the top, I'm not quite sure. That's the wrong red. Either we just place red along the top, or I don't know. I was potentially thinking of maybe keeping it or making it into a third floor, but I don't think so. After a little bit of thought, I don't think that'll look any good. Okay, and then we need this one down here. It's coming together really, really fast now. Definitely a really cool thing that you could have on your own worlds as well, isn't it? I think it's pretty cool if you built this in survival on your own world. It would be really funny. Make it into like a base, big enough to be a base as well. You could have a storage room in here and everything, couldn't you? Storage room, furnace room. Always go down to a basement. Maybe that would be a cool thing to do. Is like have a survival world, and every single building is like a large vehicle. So like a bus and a giant car and a big lorry, and each one could have their own like stuff in them. I don't know. Like bus could be redstone stuff, and the lorry could be storage stuff like that. I don't know. Could be like a red bus for redstone. A moving lorry for storage. That could be pretty funny. A big caravan as your home. Like a giant caravan. That could be pretty cool. Yeah. Like build a big car park as your base. Got some ideas flowing. I don't think we'll be doing that for a while, but it's a potential future thing that we could do together, isn't it? Possibly. Possibly. Okay, let's just fill in these windows here. There's a London bus. I think it also has brake lights halfway up as well. We'll have a look at that. That might look weird to us, but I think they do for like cars that are further behind, or for lorries that are behind them or something, that they can't see the lights when they're so far down the bus. So they put them up here as well. Mind you, we haven't really got the room. We could put torches, I suppose, as another thing. Like that. I like that. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll do that. And then on the top here, you know what? I think it would be better. Oops, I got two. I think it's best if we just cap it off like so. Do you know what I mean? I want to keep it square. I don't want to round it off in any way. I want to keep it very blocky, very Minecraft feely. You know, this is a Minecraft theme park. Why try and make things look hiccups otherwise? You know what? 2 blocks on the top might be better. No. It might do. It might do. Let's just have a quick look. If we go around like this, just to give us a bit of a perception when we come down and have a look. Yeah, 2 blocks does look better, doesn't it? 2 blocks does look better. That's a shame, because that means I've got to fill it all in. And take this out. Okay, that's no problem. If I had a question of the day for you guys, I would say it about now. But again, I've forgotten. I came unprepared. I'm so unprofessional. I apologise. Have you ever been to London? That's a good one. We're building a London bus. That makes sense. Have you ever been to London? Even if you're from the States, if you've ever been on holiday and came over to England to visit London, and when you did come to London, if you did, what did you go and see, and what did you enjoy the most? I love these question of the days because you guys put so much thought and effort into them, and you know, some of you can even write a big old paragraph, and it's great to read. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I like that. Look at the bus. Yeah, so I'll answer first, as soon as I'm here. I've been to London twice, I think. Yeah, once or twice. I think it was twice. And I went to London the first time, I think, was just for some shopping. Like, it was just one of those spur of the moment things. I was with a friend, Because I don't live too far away from London. I live a couple of hours away from London, really. But London's not the best city to drive in. So I don't like going that often. You see, I like driving to all my places. But how are we going to do the lights in here? Beacons, possibly. It's an odd number though. That's the only trouble. Yeah. Sometimes I can be a sort of bit of a spur of the moment type of guy, and we can just go, you know what? Let's go to London, and then boom, we'll. Next thing you know, we're actually on our way to London. I don't know where the middle is, so I'm going to say it's right there. That seems to be about right. And a staircase needs to go up here. I get so distracted when I'm trying to do something and talk at the same time. Let's do it like that. I think so. So yeah, that didn't really go down too well. I didn't really enjoy myself that much, mainly because I don't really like shopping. And I don't really know why we decided to go in the first place, but we did, and we experienced shopping in London. So I suppose it was okay. I wouldn't really probably do it again, though, I'm afraid. The second time I went, however, was great fun. I went with a very good friend of mine to go and see a comedian that we both really enjoy. Don't know if you've ever heard of him. But he's a comedian called Russell Peters, and he's London sort of, Indian sort of, Canada sort of. It's like this weird mix. He looks Indian, but he's originally from Canada, but he does a lot of stuff in the UK, so he's sort of this really weird mix. Hilariously funny guy though. He's got exactly the sort of humour that I like. I think spruce furniture on the inside here would look nice. Let's do a sofa back here, in fact. Like that. Yeah, a nice little corner one. So yeah, went to see him at the O2 Arena, which was originally called... What was it originally called? The Millennium Dome. That was what it was originally called, wasn't it? Back when it was first made. It was called the Millennium Dome. Yeah, Millennium Dome. And then it was changed to the O2 Arena. When, as far as I know, from my understanding, the phone company O2 took it over. Which makes sense calling it the O2 Arena then, doesn't it? We need a place to actually buy your coffee as well. We'll do that up that end. Tea or coffee. But yeah, tea or coffee doesn't really matter, does it? Let's have that one that way. And that was brilliant. We had the best seats like ever. They were really nice seats to be in, and luckily, well, sort of luckily in a sort of unfair way, I didn't actually pay for my ticket because the friend that I went with, he split up with his girlfriend, which is very sad. But he split up with his girlfriend a couple of weeks before, and obviously he still wanted to go really bad. And he was like, you know, you enjoy him, why don't you come with me? And I was like, hell yeah, I'll come. So we went to see him, and it was being filmed as well for TV and DVD, which was pretty cool. So there was a load of cameras there and everything. Really fun. I really thoroughly enjoyed myself. Well, let's fill this up with potions. Can I drink water bottles? I can. Why can you drink water bottles? What good is that in vanilla Minecraft? I don't know. Why would you drink water? Just blown my own mind. Is this snow on top? Did I put snow on there? No, it's not snow. How cool is this? So you can layer up snow now? I didn't know if you guys knew that. We could build some really cool boats with that, potentially. Have to look into that in the future. Oops, wrong red. So yeah, Russell Peters was fantastic. He's the only comedian that I've been privileged to go and see live. But I'm so glad I did. So glad that experience was absolutely amazing, and I would do it again in no time at all, definitely. I'm going to put a little cooker in here, I think. Just a little one, like there. Just to, I don't know, do something. What else could we put in here? There's not really much we can put inside this little coffee place, is there? I really like it, though. I think it's really, really cool. How are we doing for time? We're doing roughly. It's okay. Just need some more beacons up here and just put some chairs up there and we're done. So yeah, if you guys have ever been to London, I would love to hear about it. And if you haven't been, would you like to go? And what did you go and see if you did go? Okay, sounds like a cracking bunch of questions there. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say about it. Put a banister around there, stop people from falling down it. Again, we're going to put another... I'm going to need another pressure plate, aren't I? Pressure plate. We could use coloured carpet. What colour, though? White? White could look nice. Oops, I got a black. White might look better than the oak, because it blends in a lot with the floor, doesn't it? That's the trouble with it. Like that. Yeah, that stands out a lot better, doesn't it? Hup. Hup. And hup. Yeah, that looks much better down here. Much neater. Possibly we could get a rug going down the middle there as well. Like an orange one, maybe? If we get like this. I don't know if orange is right. It might be once we place some more down. Just going down the middle here. Whoops. Beacon's got in my way. Yeah, that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Just a nice little rug going to the counter there. Alright. I don't know if you heard that. A lorry just went past my house doing its air horns all the way past. It's like, oh, thanks, yeah. Just make sure everybody who's watching can hear your horn. Why not? I don't mind. Just making me seem unprofessional, huh? I'm sure you guys don't mind, do you? Occasional horn isn't going to bother you. Okay, so put some more seats down here. Let's get another one. I like doing the occasional chair facing outwards, like they haven't been put back quite properly. And then if we have a nice sofa one at the end there with, yeah, one on each side like that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Huh, 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 huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. And what about a rug down the middle of this one as well? I think that'll look nice. Huh, huh, huh. I would do red, but then that'd be too much red, wouldn't it? It would look a little bit weird. Possibly take that out and that out. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, I love that. I love that. That looks so cool. Why does it seem dark? Does it seem dark to you? Is it just because we've spent so long inside? Doesn't it seem dark? That's so weird. It could just be my eyes. It just seems like a little bit duller than it would usually. Maybe because it's not daytime enough yet? Sun's going up, right? Yeah, now sun's going up. Does it seem to be getting brighter? Not really. Isn't it weird how you just got lighting around where the light should be? I don't know. Okay. I think it feels lighter now. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.